What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to What If Future Vegeta Had Survived. Last time we discussed the beginning of the Tournament of Power and how now today we're going to be going into the second half of it. Will future Vegeta be able to master Ultra Instinct like Goku did, or will he fall back like he did in canon? Let's find out today. As the Tournament of Power moves into the second half, Gohan and Videl would battle the Namekians until they would retreat. By the second half, Tien, Kami, and Krillin would be eliminated. Piccolo would use a clothes beam on Vegeta to repair his armor, and as Vegeta is fighting a cop, 3 robots appear with Vegeta taking out the cop. Vegeta would try to replicate Ultra Instinct, but wouldn't be able to since he wouldn't understand it. As Vegeta faces the robots, Taro joins with his brother. Gohan, Videl, and Piccolo would be facing the Fighters of Universe 2, with the Fighters of Universe 2 getting aid from the sidelines. The 3 would then go on to make up a show, with Gohan and Videl saying that they're the great Saiyaman and Saiyawoman, with Piccolo saying that he's the great Namekian man. The 3 would battle it out, with the 3 getting caught in the pretty black hole. Gohan would power up into his Super Saiyan Rage and fire a Kamehameha, destroying the attack. Videl and Piccolo would join Gohan, and they would be able to break through the pretty black hole, eliminating the fighters and taking out another universe. Vegeta and Taro would soon enough take out the 3 robots until they'd be saved by Dr. Paparoni, and would become the abomination known as Aniranza. The Universe 6 and 17 would team up to take on Aniranza, while of course, Universe 11 would be watching from the sidelines. Kefla would attempt to go in, but Aniranza would snatch her up and throw her through many pillars. Videl and Kaba would sacrifice themselves to save Gohan and Kefla, who would be bickering with each other. Meanwhile, during the fight, Piccolo would be eliminated due to a sightless fighter. Aniranza would soon enough grow its wings and ascend to the sky, where it would charge up its last attack. Goku, Vegeta, Taro, Trunks, Hit, Kefla, and Gohan would then fire out an attack to counter the beast. With them all going full power, they would eliminate Aniranza and the rest of Universe 3. After they take out Aniranza, Hit would then begin to get progressively attacked by an unknown source. That is until he'd use his time skip to find the unknown fighters of Universe 4, and they would be eliminated, with their universe being erased. It all comes down to 3 universes remaining, with Hit, Vegeta, and Jiren staring off with each other, with the others waiting in suspense, and in Goku's case, excitement. Hit would then walk to Vegeta's side, and would say that in order for him to keep his universe safe, he needs to take out Jiren. I see past your trick, but we'll allow it just this once. Let's get this over with. Vegeta would then power up into Super Saiyan Blue and charge at Jiren, with Hit joining his side. Goku and the others would divide themselves up to face the other 2 Pride Troopers, as well as Kefla. For getting in her way before, Kefla would immediately target Gohan, and Trunks would assist him. Back with Vegeta and Hit, Jiren wouldn't suppress himself as much anymore from before, as he has never fought against Hit's time skip, and would begin to have trouble with it, as Vegeta would be able to counter most of Jiren's attacks. Goku meanwhile would be fighting against Toppo in his Super Saiyan 3, and would have a hard time because of Toppo's enormous size. Taro would know better not to get in between his brother's fight, so to aid his brother, he would try his best to take out Dispo. Toppo would then reveal his full power, with Goku powering up into his Super Saiyan 4. Taro would begin to feel overwhelmed by Dispo's Lightspeed mode, and would get pushed to the corner of the arena. Taro would almost be eliminated if he hadn't thought of everything he could lose. In that moment, Vegeta's little brother would ascend into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Goku and Toppo would then begin to battle again, with Goku beginning to get the upper hand on Toppo. Toppo would see this fight as a drag-on, and so to try and end it, he would fire his full-powered attack towards Goku, with Goku unleashing his ×10 Kamehameha. Toppo's power would be almost unrivaled, with Goku beginning to lose footing until he would power up into his full-powered Super Saiyan 4, and he would knock out Toppo. Goku would then look up into the stands and would promise Toppo that if he'd win, he'd bring back all the universes so then they could fight once again. Turbo would be surprised by this, as he believed Goku to be just another one just like Vegeta, with his pride interfering with their judgments, but Goku would give him hope. Gohan and Trunks would begin to struggle against Kefla, as her rage would continue to fuel her power. Goku would then arrive, as he'd see the two struggling and would get an idea. He powers up and kicks Kefla away, and gives his Utara from Elder Kai to the two. Gohan and Trunks would be confused, but Goku would assure them that they'd be fine. Gohan and Trunks would put on the Utara and fuse into Gohanks. Back with Vegeta and Hit, the two would begin to refine their teamwork, and Hit would begin to look for his ultimate opportunity to use his time cage. Vegeta would power up into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, and would begin to have Jiren struggle, with Hit then using his time skip against Jiren, which would finally injure Jiren. Hit would then use this opportunity with a stunned Jiren to fire off his attack, which would hit Jiren, and Jiren would be stuck in the time cage. Hit would then yell to Vegeta to end Jiren, with Vegeta not taking a second away to fire off a final flash. Jiren would then scream as he would power up into his full power and break away the two attacks. As Turbo would witness his new power, he would see that he wouldn't have enough strength to push Dispo off, until Goku would arrive and heal him. Goku would then begin to confuse Dispo, as he'd create Kachikachin to throw at the speedster. This would give Turbo the ultimate opportunity to land a fearsome blow on Dispo that would knock Dispo straight out of the arena. Back with Gohanks, Kefla would be glad that she finally had a chance to really let loose, and Gohanks would be surprised to watch her transform into a Super Saiyan 3. Gohanks would then smirk, as he'd know about the power struggle of Super Saiyan 3, and he would power up into a Super Saiyan 2 himself. The two would then clash, with Kefla overpowering Gohanks' attacks, but with the aid of his wife and master cheering him on, he would power through the attacks and would continue to fight. Gohanks would notice that Kefla would begin to become tired, and would take advantage of that and power up into his highest form, Super Saiyan God, and he would eliminate the fusion with a burning Kamehameha. Kefla would defuse from this, and Hit would notice, but tell the two good job. At this time, everyone would group back together to watch as Jiren would unleash his full power. Everyone would be surprised to see this, and would shake a little bit of fear. Hit would be pissed that his plan didn't even work, and would jump in immediately with the others following him to assist. Gohanks would try to take the lead, as they would have been the higher fighter. Goku would heal the injured, as Jiren would push them back ruthlessly. Vegeta would try to charge up an attack, but every time he would, Jiren would knock him down. Jiren would start to get overwhelmingly furious, and would begin to take out the fighters, with Turbo going out first. Goku and the others would begin to lose hope, as Jiren would attack wildly, and Vegeta would be pissed that he wouldn't be strong enough to help him finish Jiren. Hit would then smirk, as he would do one final act. Hit would look towards Vegeta and give Vegeta his remaining energy. Hit would attempt to take out Jiren, but Jiren would easily break through any attack, and before he would be eliminated, he'd tell Vegeta that they believe in him, and Vegeta would witness how Universe 6 would be gone. Vegeta would fall to his knees, as he would watch Goku and Gohanks begin to struggle, as they would power up to their full powers, but nothing would work. Vegeta would then begin to feel dread, anger, sadness, and most of all, regret. Vegeta would then look up to his mentor, Whis, who would merely just nod. Vegeta would finally understand. Pride wouldn't win this battle. He would need to go deeper. Goku and Gohanks alongside Jiren would then notice how Vegeta would begin to have the same glow in his eyes and the heat from his body. Vegeta would then open his eyes and would charge straight forward at Jiren in Ultra Instinct Omen. Jiren would catch his punch and would try to counter, but he'd miss. Goku and Gohanks would then back up to feel Vegeta's overwhelmingly calm power, and Vegeta would begin to adapt, as he would close his eyes so his instincts could take over. Vegeta continues to adapt, as Jiren begins to actually tire out, until Jiren would unleash one final attack to knock Vegeta out, but Goku and Gohanks at their full power would counter with their own attacks. As they hold back Jiren's last attempt to win, Vegeta collects all of the surrounding heat he gathered from his adapting instincts. Once Vegeta finishes, he fires his own blast, and the three would then finally finish off Jiren. Before they finish off Jiren, Goku would notice how Vegeta's hair would flicker silver, maybe indicating that there was more to this Ultra Instinct. Vegeta would then pass out, with Goku healing him, and Gohan and Trunks would defuse from overexhausting their energy. Zeno would then allow Goku, his new friend, to make the wish, and Goku wishes for all of the universes to be brought back. Whis and Beerus then congratulate the team and would thank Vegeta for recruiting Goku. This one was pure. Whis would acknowledge Goku's amazing talent, and in exchange for helping them, he tapped his halo away, with Gohan instantly jumping onto Goku, as he would begin to cry as his father was finally back to life. Vegeta would also smirk, with Zeno then going up to Vegeta and asking, "Will he be back?" Vegeta would then look down to his little blue friend and give him a thumbs up. And with that, we can end off this story for right now. Now, how did you guys like the conclusion of Vegeta's story through Dragon Ball Super? Just specifying this right now, this isn't the end of Future Vegeta's story. Oh, no. We have the Mora arc and the Granola arc as well to go over, and possibly a GT addition to this story. So if you like that, let me know in the comments below. If you guys have been sticking around since part 1, thank you guys so much for being around. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't really get this far. But with all that sappy stuff out of the way, if you guys like the video, make sure you hit a good thumbs up on it. And if you like the content I make, please subscribe. It does help me have some motivation to create future content just like this. The next story that is going to be coming up after this one ends is going to be about future Gohan and the Battle of Gods. So how is that story going to go? Just to give you guys a little idea of what's going to go on. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and everybody have a great one. Later!